Hi, I'm Stephanie and this is my home, the 16th century Chateau de Lalande. Lalande was owned for hundreds of years by a family of marquises who were at the heart of French royal life. One of them even had the honour of being sent by King Louis XV to greet Marie Antoinette on her arrival in France. But, far from being a stuffy museum, this chateau is a living home. I live here all the time and am regularly joined by my mother, my family, my friends, and wonderful volunteers from all over the world who help me to lovingly restore this historic home. Welcome to Lalande, a chateau filled with life, love, and laughter. Well, that's it. That's the sign that spring has started. Dan has busted out Mummy's mower and he's mowing the lawn. I came out to check on my seedlings and this is what I see.
Hello.
This is a great sight to start the day with.
Yeah, bigger digger.
Bigger digger. That's a magnificent beast. Right, let's go and see what Matt's working on today.
Okay, you guys have done a good job getting the cap open.
Yeah.
Cover. And as we see inside, Selmon seems to think it was an old septic tank.
Cesspit. Yeah.
Cesspit. So
Yeah.
he's been in.
Oh, we had a whale of a time down there.
In the poop. Go on, in you go.
Yeah.
In you go.
There's the old drain.
Am I tempted to push you? Okay, so I think we remove these stones.
Yeah.
We get the digger in, we get the young lad in there to get right at the back.
Okay.
Scrape it all out.
Okay. Put it to one side for me. You know I love that stuff.
Really?
A, it's great manure, but B, I really do want to see if anyone's lost anything down the loo over the centuries.
My dad lost his false teeth down the toilet one time.
Well, there you go.
And he got them out of his tank again about a week later.
Oh no.
Because he couldn't get anything made. Okay, let us get on with that. I'll pile it up over there somewhere.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, great. I'll come and see how you're getting on
So
in a
you're happy
bit.
for us to rip up these stones?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, we'll mark them so we know
Let's
which way they
clear
go.
all this out. Fantastic. Good luck.
Thank you.
Don't fall in.
No, I don't intend to. The young lad will though.
This is the corridor that we were standing in the other day to talk about the damp in this back kitchen corridor, how bad it is. And you'll remember there was water literally running down this wall and the floor was soaking. Today it's better. It always comes and goes like this depending on the weather. The wall is dry today. The floor just has patches of water. And this is the problem that we're trying to deal with at the moment. We're putting in a French drain on this entire wing, which is going to take all of the water from the roof. And Davey's come up with a new plan for what to do with that water. Originally, we just wanted to get it away from the walls, but Davey has decided that it's a problem for the whole chateau for the facade. And a lot of our facades are quite stained, not in a great state at all, and we would like to redo the facade. And I don't know how soon that's going to be possible in terms of finances of it, but we do want to work towards that. And he feels that the first step is removing all of the water from the facades, and the old wing over the other side doesn't even have gutters. So he sent me a plan. This is just a very simple drawing to show what we're planning to do, where we're putting gutters on the entire old building, and then we're sending all of the downpipes, which will be new, we don't have any, to an underground tank which will collect all of the roof water, all of the rainwater. Then all of these existing gutters, because we do have gutters on this wing, all of the downpipes will go to an underground pipe within a French drain, and that will eventually also go to the underground tank over the other side. And this will kill two birds with one stone. One will remove all of the water from the roof so that it doesn't touch the facade, and two, we'll be creating a huge underground storage of water, which we can pump up to use to water all of the new gardens that he is planning for the ancient wing of the house. And I mean, that's so exciting because we have no water around that side. We haven't started any main gardens there. That's where we'd like maybe a formal French parterre. So huge plans for the future, but we're at the stage at the moment of doing the more boring things, but of putting the structure in place. Now, he thinks that will help, obviously, with damp. It will just make the building a little bit healthier, but he doesn't think that that's our problem in this corridor. Neither does he think it's underground water. though we will be able to pump it out if we end up collecting more water in the underground cavern that we found. He thinks that our problem is condensation, which seems incredible because it's such a huge amount of water. But he thinks that the stables are so cold that we're colder inside than out. And I know that from walking in and out of this building. It is much colder inside than out. A house should be an insulated envelope. And then within that insulated envelope, you can choose areas to have that are conditioned space, where you put heating, where you make life comfortable. But at the moment, the conditioned areas are hitting a part of the house that is not part of the insulated envelope. And that's what's happening here. We have conditioned space on the other side that is not properly insulated. This area isn't insulated at all, neither is it heated. But I think he's right, and that's what's happening, because the whole corridor used to have this problem when we first moved in, but we have one radiator on the other side of that door, and now that side of the corridor is completely dry. Since that radiator went in, there's no problem with damp at all. So I think all we need to do is finish this area, insulate, and put some heating in, and we should deal with the problem. So we're just constantly inching towards finding the right solutions and making the structure of the building healthier and healthier and healthier. And well, it's really, really exciting. And all of this is because of my patrons. So a huge thank you to my patrons who are making this possible. I'm going to run out now because we've got some frames to collect at Brico Marché, some very nice plain chants that we had framed, but we're going to take these with us. Both are really beautiful, so I'm going to arrange for these to be framed. And whilst I'm at it, I've decided every single time I go and collect another frame, I will take one of my father's. So I'm going to start properly framing all of my father's art now. And I think the first one is one just through here. This one is called The Gardeners of Lalande. So I don't know if I can... Hey! Big success! Okay, let's take this. Isn't it beautiful? It's so whimsical and joyful. He's pruning the topiary, she's watering the garden, but they got a bit distracted, I think, in the midst of their job. So the Gardeners of Lalande are having a whale of a time. I don't think Dan has the same experience when he's doing the garden here. I found this book at Emmaüs last week. It's fantastic. It's just the local recipes of France. It goes through each region, talking about the specific specialities of that region. There's a lot of things from this area that I want to try, but today I decided to make the thing that's on the front cover there. It's called piperade, and it's tomatoes and peppers mixed with scrambled eggs, and then there's also some ham on it. That's going to be really good. So I have to get these ingredients. We need fresh tomatoes, onions we've got, peppers, garlic we've got, ham we've got. Well, that's it. And parsley we've got. And lots of eggs. So we'll get some eggs, tomatoes and peppers. Make this, yeah? What do you think? Oh, you can't do it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I asked the wrong person there. We have spent ages going through almost every frame in the shop, and we've got it down to these two. This one I think is better with the painting. I think this is Philip's choice because it brings out the blue. But I think I'm going to go for this one because I just think this goes better with the chateau, and so and it still goes really well with the painting. And I like contemporary work with very old-fashioned frames. I think it works really well. So these are the two we're down to, but I think I'm going to go for the gold. So this is Wendy Grimwood's painting of me. It's such a lovely painting, and we've looked at a lot of frames again, but we like this one best.
I think it works best with the painting.
Yeah, I think so too.
I really like the other frame too, but I think that one's
It brings out the colours here as well.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Lovely, another decision made.
I mean, no disrespect to your father, but this is my favourite painting.
This is
To be
Philip's
fair,
favourite painting in Lalande.
Or
And so,
the one by Wendy Grimwood.
yeah, you love that one
I
too.
love that
yeah.
one too.
But this one's been waiting a while to get a decent frame. We think he deserves a very large frame.
Yes.
I don't think we found exactly the right one yet. Bottom right's not bad though.
Can we get a little plaque that just says squirrel?
No.
The painting's name is Bienvenue, but I just look at this happy little face.
Okay, Squirrel has found his frame. Squirrel likes this one. I think they're all nice, but it's the top one that reflects the fire in squirrels' eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, somehow I think that works best, so we'll go for that one.
I like that too.
Now this is a bit surprising. We've gone for something far bigger than we were expecting for this really lovely portrait of Mummy. But it's such a beautiful portrait. I think it should have a bit of welly, and you know, she's a very important woman and she'd expect no less. We found the one for Donna Davis's Too Many Ians. I think this is going to be great. It just needs to be cut down obviously to the right size. Oh look, aren't they adorable? Just fantastic. Now we're working on the most delicate of all of them, which is an original Spode transfer for one of their plates. It's the Italian scene. It's just wonderful, and I'd love to have this in the kitchen, but we're trying to work out how best to frame it. Now we've been spending quite some time thinking, do we put a round mount and then we can have the scene on straight like this, or do we leave it as it is and keep the inverse of the Copeland Spode mark? I think that we keep that. I think it's just too lovely a part of the history, so it will be on the wonk like this in a square frame like that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
C'est joli.
Donc, en fin de compte, on fait comme ça.
It's just so cool.
To have this in the kitchen where we have so much of the Italian pattern really means a lot, and the original Copeland Spode mark,
Oh, in the
just
China
amazing.
pantry.
It could go really beautifully in the China pantry, yes. Yes, it would be lovely. Great, so we've got these. I'll show you when we get home properly. Okay. I'm very excited about those. You were right before us. You look so beautiful. Thank you. I love that dress. Wow. I'm going to go in and see Marie as well. What is happening in here, Marie?
Hello.
Whoa, it's beautiful. But look at the amount of flowers you have.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of flowers now, so quite busy in here.
Spectacular.
I was just making some posies for your little picnic, but I'm not sure if you have.
We're not having a picnic, it's way too cold. But for the kitchen, shall I take them into the kitchen?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How pretty.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's all right.
I've never seen such a large orchid.
You haven't?
No.
That's how they grow. So large branches of these. Actually, it was quite larger altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some beautiful anemones here.
Yes, I love those.
And some parrot tulips in the back. Beautiful roses. And my favourite at the moment.
You're ranunculus. You're going
Yes.
through a ranunculus phase.
Yes, well, I think
don't blame you.
my whole life will be a ranunculus phase, to be honest. Yeah. And then we got some beautiful grass, dried, and
More. It just keeps on going.
no, look at all these beautiful dark anemones.
Yes.
Can't wait for them to open. And I got blue as well.
What a blue. That is an incredible blue.
I know, it's so pretty.
Are they also anemones?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm very
Stunning.
You
Amazing.
what I said yesterday, it looks like a florist studio now.
It does. It's beautiful.
amazing.
The flower shop.
Yes.
Dana, it's so good to see you. It's been so long.
It's just so much. I brought some falafels.
I walked into the kitchen, I was like, falafels. Dana must be here. Let's go and have
My
some.
car smells now.
This is the dream.
Looking at my bum.
Yep, that wasn't the part of the dream I was referring to, Matt. Ancient poo coming out of the ground.
No, this is all soil. There's no issues here.
We could tell when summer went down, it doesn't smell
No.
at all.
And it would have dried right out, so
Yeah, completely.
it wouldn't have been any problems. He's just not happy being in there.
It's quite funny though that you chose not to do that job yourself.
Well, I can't trust him with the digger, you see. I don't want to take it in there because you've got those bricks there in the arch. If we touch those, that will all collapse.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be safe than sorry and take your time.
Yeah.
So you're not putting your wellies on?
No.
I'm really hoping this was a type of drain. that we
I'm
can
really
get
hoping there's
working.
treasure.
No, there's not.
How can you tell? It's a perfect place to hide treasure. Who's going to go looking for it there?
So if we find it, we can keep it.
Well,
Is that the plan?
no. I don't think Natty would allow that. She's very strict.
I know she is.
Dylan's just hit the bottom. Ça y est, tu as trouvé le fond. Super. So the end is in sight.
That's just that bit there though, Steph. It's like that all the way through.
Oh yeah. So the end isn't really that close.
What's that, Dylan? Is that the treasure? Take it off camera, quick.
Ah, une bouteille. Ancient
go, Steph.
water. Great. I knew
Go
there'd
on,
be
take
treasure.
it with
I
you.
told you there'd be treasure. Get away from me with that thing.
It's probably full of pee. Is that the treasure you were after?
Nah, keep looking.
Good job, Dylan.
Ça va? Here are Dana's falafels. Yay, we allowed to have some now? Please.
You can heat it up in the oven.
And what's happening over here?
There's one of the lamps on your nightstand.
Yeah,
And
I love them. So pretty, these
They're
lamps.
really nice.
I can't use it anymore though because it just breaks the mechanism. It's
Yeah.
so stiff that I can't push the button.
You can't see it, and
Yeah.
then sometimes it just doesn't
Stops.
do anything.
Yeah.
So I bought a new one, and I'm just gonna replace it.
Seriously, you can just replace that.
Yeah.
This makes me very happy. Admittedly, the lampshade needs changing, but
It's not that bad.
pretty
It's not
lamp
great.
it is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Wonderful if this works.
What if this works? Ye of little faith.
We're about to film Cadeau in here now, but before we start filming that, I want to show you what we've picked up at Bricot. Because this is one that Philip and I got framed ages ago. This was a gift in Cadeau at the Chateau. And it's these beautiful folio prints of amazing plain chant. I'll try and put it not in the sun because they were so beautiful on both sides that we couldn't bring ourselves to hide the back, even though they'll be hanging like this. So we had the back made with glass too. So if anyone ever wants to look at the other side, they can flip it over. Because it'd be a shame, wouldn't it, to hide all of that?
It's beautiful.
So we have three. And this is a really lovely one. Look at that capital, the illuminated capital. So thank you so much to everyone who sends gifts in cadeau at the Chateau. Not only are you giving us beautiful, beautiful things to put up in the Chateau, but you're making a huge difference to charity. And I do just want to say that this week at the Villiotti Fashion Institute in South Africa, they've been interviewing the candidates for the Lalande Scholarship that's being funded entirely by the Chateau Unwrapped channel. So I will put a link to their YouTube channel and you can go there and actually look at each of the interviews. They asked for permission to film the interviewees who said yes. So if you want to see the possible candidates, have a look there and next week we'll be announcing who the winner is. Moment of truth.
Yay! Well, this is way easier than the other thing.
This is so good!
That's fake.
Woohoo! And the crowd goes wild.
Look, I have some more things to fix.
You're really
You're on fire today. What's going on?
We have bread that's a bit old,
Always.
and it's a shame to throw away. So my favorite way to use it is by making it into garlic bread.
I can't believe you're doing this.
It looks amazing.
What do you think of his cooking skills, Dana?
I think he's the guy.
He's the guy. Yes. It's not even blue. I mean, seriously, that's...
Should I put in some food coloring? I'm not really...
Why blue?
I want to make blue garlic.
And he's never been
What did
allowed
you
to
put in
forget
it?
it.
Cooked it in vinegar, and then it turned blue.
Had a chemical reaction.
Oh my god. Look at me. I look so,
So French with your little
Compagnon.
basket.
well, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Bye, Dana.
Bye.
See you
Ta-ta.
soon. Ta-ta. It's a lovely sight.
Thank you.
That looks so good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. I had a little piece of the butter, and I used a lot of garlic.
You used a lot of garlic. I just tasted a bit, and that was very garlicky.
Right?
Which
But
is
everyone
good.
loves garlic.
Right?
So.
Yes, we do.
Good.
Right. I'm going to get started on this, and then will you help me make a really pretty table for everyone, Philip?
Sure.
This is the crucial bit. This is our chicken that lays the blue eggs. I'm trying to find one that wasn't bought. I think most of the others are bought. No, there's our other chicken. Look at those. We're getting a beautiful collection of colours. Imagine when we had pink as well. We'll use these in the piperade. Here I've got lots of peppers and onions that I've just been cooking slowly in olive oil, and now I've added, it was supposed to be garlic, but instead I've added some of Philip's garlic butter because there was loads left over, and that's going to be delicious. I've added the tomatoes and now I'm cooking it all down with a bouquet garni. The best thing about making a bouquet garni is it gave me an excuse to use this little string thing. Isn't that amazing for the kitchen? I think it must have been my mother's. And I can't say I use it very often, but there we go. Opportunity to bust it out now that I've got the Regional Recipes of France book. I'm also warming some Serrano ham. They did tell me in the recipe to warm it in goose fat, but we're all out of goose fat in the kitchen today.
You've got duck fat.
Are you serious? We had duck fat.
Remember, you took all the duck fat from the duck confit.
Oh, I did, but where did I put it?
It's in that.
Oh, let's wallop a bit of duck fat in then. Absolutely.
I saw this and I thought, what is this? Probably it's fat.
Great. Thank you. Yes. Philip's made a nice soup.
And you're not saying that in jest?
I'm actually genuinely not.
Okay.
That was delicious. I tried that yesterday and he's reheating it for our special brunch. And here we go with the duck fat. I've definitely never had duck fat scrambled eggs before. Or yeah, I mean, I feel like ham doesn't need added duck fat, but according to the French it does. Well, goose fat, but we'll have to go with the duck. Salma, this looks like quite a spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cadeau at the Chateau is a little bit swankier today than usual. Philip's made his soup. This is your grandmother's soup, isn't it, Philip?
It's inspired by, but with whatever we had lying around.
Okay, but a very thick vegetable soup with added gluten-free tagliatelle.
It's just the pasta we had lying around.
Okay,
and I
nice.
used the hand mixer to make it into a thick soup.
Philip also made garlic bread. I'm really loving today. And here is my piperade. First time in my life that I have made scrambled eggs with duck fat. And there's peppers and tomatoes, a lot of scrambled eggs, and ham in duck fat. Tuck in, Selma.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, I've just noticed your tie.
Yeah, that was a present from the last...
That was a Valentine's gift.
Yeah.
You look really gorgeous. So you already had that shirt that matched it perfectly. It was meant to be. The light's so nice today as well. Diesel found a nice sunny spot to lie. Everyone's happy today.
And he's going to take a bath today.
Oh, is he? It's bath day.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I have to make an appointment for to cut his hair again.
Yeah. Well, spring is definitely coming. Voila, madame.
Merci.
Selma's going for soup. Natty and I are going for eggs. Your soup, Philip, because you can't eat eggs, so that makes that clear.
Are you sure you want to take that much before trying? Because I made it, remember?
It's good. I can back it up, it's good. Do you want some grated cheese for it? I added grated cheese to mine yesterday. It was really good.
Oh yeah, with grated cheese is amazing.
Okay.
Let's try these French eggs.
French eggs. Piperade, it's called.
What?
Piperade.
Piperade.
Did you get some ham and also a little bit of the vegetables from the middle?
Just me in.
Good.
Oh, apart.
Bon appetit, everyone.
No,
Right, I think that car is Dan arriving with the chickens. He popped back after doing the lawn to his house to pick up our new chickens. 2 of them. So I'm going to run down and have a look. Is this it? Have you brought the lavender chicken?
Yes.
Yes! And another one. Oh, a beautiful speckled hen.
He's a mille fleur.
How beautiful.
Well, that's a colour. They're both
Yeah.
Pekings.
And I can see the one at the back with the ridiculous feathers. Oh, wow. Okay, so what are we going to do?
I think we'll get them out in their house.
Yes.
And I've told Selma we'll just leave them in there
Yeah.
all night and all day so they know where their bed is.
Yeah, they can get used
And
to
then-
it.
And they'll be fine.
Did you check my seedlings today?
I did actually.
What did you think?
I was surprised.
Really?
They were all like organised, labelled in the right...
Very organised woman, Dan.
I think you really got into it.
I did.
That's-
Actually, I did.
yeah. I think if Percy's watching, he needs to get Isabel a glass of water because she'll probably be a bit...
Well, we'll see if it lasts. More importantly, we'll see if they actually come up.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the others all out? Okay, everyone else is out.
Okay. The purple one has got a name. She's one of the few chickens that have got a name.
Okay, what's her name?
Our neighbour named her. She's Honorin.
Honorine.
Yeah.
Honorine's a really pretty name. And actually, Michael Patrick, when I told him they're arriving today, put a name forward.
So this is the Millefleur.
He would like that one then to be called Picasso.
Cool.
So we have Picasso and Honorine. Welcome, Picasso.
Honorin is so cute. Oh.
Oh my goodness, that is not... I was going to say that's not human, but indeed, no, it's not human. But that's not a chicken. What happened to its feathers?
Well, that's the type of... It's like a breed.
That...
A type of breed, so it's called a frizzle. So all the feathers grow the opposite way.
I love Honorine.
And they're kind of split.
But don't worry, Picasso. I love you too. You're amazing. You have brought the best chickens in the world.
Well, so she's the same as the chicken that you saw at that chateau that you went to.
Yes, with the big feet.
Mm-hmm.
Picasso's got magnificent feet. I love them. Dan, how did you get hold of them? How are you getting these strange breeds here?
We used to breed chickens in the UK, and we specifically bred unusual
Yeah.
breeds or rare breeds.
Yeah.
So when we came over to France, we just sold most of them, and we just took a few.
And you managing to carry on breeding them here?
Well, we're actually giving up the chicken thing now.
Oh, what a
So we're just-
shame.
yeah.
Because I was hoping to get many more weird and wonderful chickens from you
Yeah,
in
well,
the
we've got
future.
some still, but I guess we've got to get that out back sorted, really.
Yeah. I love silkies and Polish.
Yes.
That's gotta be next.
I think maybe we just got one silky, I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cute.
My father loved chickens, and yeah, the thought of having lots of different species of chickens would have delighted him.
Yeah. Well, the aim for us when we came over was to have an egg of every different colour.
Yeah.
That's what we brought, and then obviously some have died and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So what colour eggs do these do?
These will lay a medium-sized pink coloured
Really?
egg. Yeah.
I don't think we have any that lay pink eggs at the moment.
No, what have you got? A blue?
We've got blue and sort of
I think
light brown.
That one will be brown, yeah, so that these will be like a pinky colour.
Okay, all we need is white next. They're darling, thanks for bringing them.
That's alright. So I'm going to run round and shut the gate just so they
Yeah.
stay in this compound for now,
Yeah.
and then they should be alright.
Thanks so much, Dan. Yeah, I'm really, really happy. See you soon. A huge thank you to all of our patrons at Lalande who are making this vlog possible, especially our Dauphin and Dauphine of Lalande.
Yale and Ether, Brandon and John Michael, Dan Bander, Lauren Barnes, Vince Barone, Cecilia Begum, Denise Behrens, Jill Bidwell, Candice Blackburn, Candice Ned Borkowski, Clara Butcher, Paulina Calabro, Chloe Chalakani, Stephen Sarah Cole, Zoe Dork, Sakura Dennis, Zane Dixon, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Tracy Ferrari, Caroline First, Abigail Grant, Fifi Greenberg, Brenda Harris, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Jacqueline Holmes, Patricia Hubler, Jimmy Kemp, Nadia Kennedy, Lisa LaForge, David Summer Lalande, Morgan Lawley, Victoria Lepine, Janet Huff Lombard, Marina, Frank Martin, Meredith, Robert Miller, Kathy Norrie, JCO Ward, Maureen Palmer, Frank Poposky and James Snow, Tamara Price, Armin Rahman, Tonya Renee, RJB, Bettina Rojek, Henny Ross, Mary Ryan, Elizabeth Scanlon, Sven Schreiber, Lisa Schultz, Jennifer Shanks, Patty Sue, Susan Stevens, Anne the Leaf House, Sarah Thornton, Colleen Troyer, Renee Valelli, Jessica Walker, Brandy Walton, Laura Watkins, Lucas Wallen, James Whalen, Christine Wilson, Winnie de la Cockapoo, Greg Wood, David Young and Ludovico Ordinazzo. And thank you to all of you